All right.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. Because I want to make sure that people who are watching in various platforms can see you.
Exactly. All right, so you can see the eyes are popping a little bit, right? Now, we'll take another...
Yeah, I really can see that. Cool.
So what... You see these babies here? They're my best friend, believe it or not. You don't even need brushes if you have some of these. So with a little white right here, we're gonna go and just brighten the piece that I have left here without the shadow.
So just underneath the
Just
eyebrow?
right there. And we're gonna contour this part here because I'm going to put some eyebrows on you right now.
Okay. I want to make sure my eyebrows aren't too bold.
Don't worry, baby. They're gonna be very natural, but they're going to make a very big difference.
One of my things that I don't know that I'd say I'm proud of this because, again, like no judgment, but I've never shaped or tweezed my eyebrows. I just really like their natural shape.
You can always pick a color that's very close to her with the V, you see? You go right there.
So what made you choose that color?
Because that's closer to your eyebrows.
Oh, got it.
People want dark eyebrows, they can put darker shadow, but you can use shadow for your eyebrows. Also, there is this miracle, it's called Wonderbrow. This is like, almost like, not bra.
I know, I was like, did you just say Wonderbrow?
Mama, you took out your bra today, means the eyebrows. But it's called Wonderbrow. Sorry, I have an accent. And it's like magic. You can actually swim with this. It's almost like a tattoo that washes out
Well,
eventually.
do not put anything like a tattoo.
Putting that, but I just want to give it the option, you know, for people that are swimming when you do makeup and you're swimming. So
who does makeup when they're swimming?
there's some supermodels that have to swim.
Oh, well, okay,
while they're
so
shooting.
for all the supermodels
As
watching.
women, we do it all. What can I say? So what I would do is right now, she does have a beautiful eyebrow, as you can see. Look how long and perfect it is. So what I'm going to do is just give her a little bit more of a little line right there and just fill her in so light.
For some reason, I always thought you were supposed to put the shadow on your brows like backwards, like against the grain of the hair. Have I just been wrong about that? Because you're doing it sort of in an upward swipe, whereas like on my eyebrow you haven't touched yet. I usually go like this.
No, my love, no. It's supposed to start.
This is why we get a professional.
And look at this now. So look at the difference. It's very natural, but do you see the difference between that and this?
I do.
Yeah.
I do
Very
see
natural.
the difference.
So the natural part is about keeping your eyebrow as close to your natural. So I like my eyebrows dark for the look that I have today, but depending on how I feel and who I'm going to be every day.
I feel like if you look perfect like that. I feel like if I wore makeup like that, I would look like a drag queen.
Well, sometimes I like to look like a drag queen, you know? Today maybe was the day, but you like it, so
you
I'm
do
happy.
not look like a drag queen because you can pull it off. I just don't know that I can pull that
But
off.
I actually like that look sometimes when I'm like doing it up with the cute hats and like, you know, overdo it, but depending on the mood.
Well, and depends on the event too. Like this is an afternoon conversation that I'm having with two
we don't want
artists.
Jake to say, oh, okay, what's going on here, Laura?
Right.
So look at that. Very natural, right? Super natural. Very good. So the
Super
next
natural.
thing, to finish this very simple look for today, you can put your mascara, but we're going to do it up with the lashes. And let me show you how we do it. So this is the glue that I'm using. It has aloe. It's black.
Okay. So because we're using several cameras, I want to make sure. Okay, so, and you could use any brand of this, right?
Any brand you can use, but
you use the black stuff?
I like the black, and I'll tell you why. I know most people like clear. I like the black because then I don't have to worry about a liner if you wanted to keep it natural, okay?
I think that it takes a professional to do this, though, because when I can't even do strip lashes by myself.
Strip lashes, if you want to do them yourself, I recommend that you cut the beginning and the end of the lashes, remove the beginning and end because they're too long for most people's eyes. Then whatever is left, you cut that in 3 pieces so that we are applying each piece wherever it is that you are able to see, right? But I don't recommend people doing these unless you're really a makeup artist because they're a bit more difficult.
I can't even get one strip of, like, I'll get one on and it'll look nice and the other one will be like, meh. So I just don't even
apply
know
a little bit of the glue right here. And
so you just plop it right on the...
So you'll see right now, keep your head a little bit
and
more.
really, like, I'm keeping these on the whole
time. And we'll talk about that why later for many reasons. It's not only to cool you off, to add a little bit more collagen because these are very high quality, to keep the puffiness away, but they're also great for what? so the shadow and everything that we're working on right now will not go in
Oh,
the.
yeah.
You know, a lot of people put their foundation in top of the shadow here, and this is the reason why I apply the eye makeup first before the rest of the face. That's a big part of it. Also, if you're making mistakes with the eyes and things fall here from the shadow and the eyeliner and everything, then it'll be harder for you to wipe the makeup and then do it again, because the foundation has to always be smooth and natural.
Right.
Otherwise it looks like.
Oh, so these
Yeah.
are also sort of acting as like
Yeah,
almost
exactly.
like. Speaking of, should we put something around?
Because
Because this is what I'm wearing.
Yeah,
to the
since
thing.
we're not doing anything crazy, we're not doing any like major makeup, you should be fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Because I just don't want to end up with.
Yeah.
I don't want to end up with
Otherwise,
makeup
I'll
on
give you
my.
shirt. No. So okay, so this is, we're going to keep these also very natural, but
I love lashes.
just grab them with a little tweezer. Close your eyes for me, babe, please. Oh, okay.
What
So
happened?
Make sure that the glue does not touch. Oops. Hold on, because they have glue also. Can you look at me, babe, please? I would always start with the middle. So you give yourself like that line.
Yeah, this is something I won't be trying at home.
Well, you do have me, babe, so there's
Ah.
no reason for you to try anything at home. But the basic stuff, I think you can do.
Yeah, if I was doing this, I think I could do everything about this look at home except for these lashes. I just put mascara on.
Mm-hmm. The secret is this though, if you get a little glue in your tweezer, then they get stuck, so make sure it's always clean.
And it looked like you picked lashes that were like not too outrageous a length,
Mm-hmm.
so that
They have
somebody
longer
might
ones.
think that they're my real lashes.
I think it will look so natural on you, I promise.
It's almost like you're face tuning me,
Mm-hmm.
except in real life instead of through a filter.
Well, in my opinion, I think that once you have lashes on when you're doing makeup, even professionally, even for natural, if you really, it's a big difference, and you can keep it very natural with everything else.
What's gonna happen is that when I get home tonight, I'm not gonna want to wash my face. I'm gonna want to sleep in it.
Mm-hmm.
And one time after the Tony Awards, I fell asleep with lashes like this on, and I woke up and half of them were still on, and half of them were just stuck to various parts of my body.
We all have been there, right?
I thought, I was like, do I have a hair growing out of a mole on my face? Because there was one like right here, and like.
Sometimes you wake up in the morning after a long night and you slept with your makeup and you feel like a diva, you know? Of course, that's bad for your skin, but oh well, we've done a lot of things that are bad.
You just do it once a year.
Once a year, yeah.
Actually, that was my key when I was a teenager and I really wanted to rock that goth look. I would put black eyeliner on before I went to bed, and I loved this natural smudginess that when I woke up. I mean, I also probably looked like a hot mess, but hot mess was sort of my aesthetic in high school. So,
You have to post pictures.
ah. There's one picture, I gotta find it. I don't know where it is, but it's me I got this one dress when I was 13 years old to go to bar mitzvahs in. And it was this little baby doll floral dress. And it looked really conservative, like a church dress when I was 13.
Yeah.
And then as I grew older, I kept wearing it. And it just started to fit really differently as my body developed and as I got taller and went through puberty. And then I would wear it with like chains and combat boots.
That's awesome.
And when I was a junior in high school, that was the look. I wish I
definitely
still
see
had
that.
it.
You
I
don't
totally.
have any pictures of that?
Oh no, I probably have a picture. I'm saying I wish I still had that dress.
Mm-hmm. Can't throw things like this out, right?
I mean, you got to throw some stuff out. I'm close enough to being a hoarder as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever anybody's getting rid of like their Playbill collection or anything,
You're like, give it to me.
yeah, don't get rid of that stuff.
You know,
And then I'm such a thrift store junkie that'll go to the Salvation Army. If I see anything with a Broadway logo, I have to buy it, even if it's not something I want for myself.
right.
I'm actually in the middle of doing what I'm calling a virtual flea market, where every day in September I'm listing new things on eBay just to empty my apartment of all of the stuff that I've collected. I always say that I would be a hoarder if I didn't like giving stuff away as much as I love
Fine.
like collecting it.
Well, you bought me for my birthday many years ago
Oh yeah.
a card holder that I always cherish.
Yeah,
With my
so
name, it was vintage.
it was actually a cigarette case. It was a vintage cigarette case.
Really?
Yeah. But I obviously did not buy it for you to encourage smoking. I bought it because it says Alma in these gorgeous letters, and yeah, it was something I found when I was shopping at little like antique stores. That was in Vermont that I found it.
It's nice that you thought of me, you know? I mean,
Well, it's rare that you find something that perfect.
I know, right?
You know? Like I'll see something with someone's name on it sometimes, and I'm like, man, why does it never say Laura?
So stay like that, my love. I'm just gonna go right there and just put a little bit more shadow.
When Alma and I met, we were both single girls in the city, and she has since met the love of her life, had a child, and how old is he now? He's like 6?
He's 6,
Oh my
and he's the love of my life, my son, and so is my husband. And I never thought that there was a man that was made for me in New York City, because it was so hard to date in this town.
She gives me hope, y'all.
But we used to always go to meetings, me and Laura. We used to have meetings all the time, so we'd talk about our meetings, and sometimes they were fun, sometimes they were not fun. But we no longer have meetings now. We just are business women, and, you know, try not to be boring, right?
We catch up when we see each other in the salon.
We do. Now maybe we will be catching up a lot more, talking about our makeup and hair.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of events coming up. This is going to be an exclusive for the live broadcast. I just found out I'm going to be hosting a panel at Comic-Con next week with the Broadway cast of The Lightning Thief, the Percy Jackson musical. And I'm really excited about that show. It starts previews on Friday, and I bought a full price ticket to first preview because I wanted to support the artists involved. And this is also one that has had just like, it started as a small young adult show, and then it went on a tour, and just because of the passion the fans have for it, it made its way to Broadway. So I'm going to first preview, and then I'm going again the following week, and then I'm hosting at Comic-Con with like 1 million Percy Jackson fans.
Open your eyes. We let it dry. Okay, good. We did good. Now let's make sure that we clean everything.
Yes, there she is, y'all. Oh my gosh, lashes. Oh, they're long, Alma.
Yeah, they look long now that they're on, right?
Yeah, like, do they look too long?
They look gorgeous. Let's put a little mascara. But wait, let me just finish them first.
Oh my
Because I
gosh.
still didn't finish. Let me look at you there. Mm-hmm.
So
you
something
wanna
as
make
simple
sure
as
you
that.
have the
Oh
glue
my
all
gosh,
the
these
time.
are so long. These are the longest lashes I've ever had.
But for camera, babe, they are perfect.
I know, but I'm not going to be on camera. I'm going to be on stage.
Even better stage. They are very natural, trust me. But to you, because you're not used to having all these lashes. So what I'm doing now with a little cream, remove anything that gets stuck in the body.
We'll have to see how these lashes do.
Well, guess what? Lashes, you can always cut them, right? That's the beauty. Everything.
Well, I mean, it's not like I'm going to get out. I'm going to leave here today and be like, chop. I'd be like, I wouldn't do that anymore.
I would do it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, like, I wouldn't do that any more than I would cut my own hair.
No, my God, you don't do any of that stuff. That's why you have Mama G. So with a little cream, always make sure, because we want this area very clean before we put the foundation. I'm going to show you some tricks with the foundation too.
Okay. So you're using, when you say cream, it's like,
Face cream. Your face cream.
and you use that instead of specifically a makeup remover.
Yeah, I like to use your skin lotion that you use for your face, because what it does is it adds more moisture. I need this area to be very moisturized. So makeup removers, sometimes they have alcohol, so I want to make sure that there's nothing around the area.
Because alcohol dries your skin out.
Mm-hmm.
These are the kinds of things that seem so obvious that I just never would have thought of.
Yes. Well, whenever you have questions, I am one call away.
I know. I love that. Everybody should really have a stylist on speed dial. And it doesn't have to be like somebody super fancy. Like, just have a friend who's into makeup and hair, and they could probably answer. Like, somebody just commented on the live stream, like, Laura, lining your inner lid is crucial. And I'm like, okay, thanks. Like, I just didn't know.
It is very crucial.
I do sometimes do that. But I really tend to do it only when I'm going for like an extreme kind of look. Okay,
we
so
lost
look.
one.
Just like
They're still dry.
Here's the situation. So now we're gonna fix it. I like it when stuff like this happens because nobody's perfect, right?
Nobody's perfect, and things like this happen during makeup.
Right, and I feel like so often you see the before and after, and it just looks like somebody waved a wand, you know. But fixing the things.
Until they get there, I'm sure they're going through the same thing. That's why.
Right, and that's why I'm glad we're showing the whole process.
Mm-hmm. So now I'm going to use the blow dryer a little bit to make sure that the glue dries faster.
Oh, interesting. Blow drying the eyelashes.
Mm-hmm.
Again, who would have thought?
But
Probably everybody
when you
but
apply
me.
lashes, you always want to make sure that you close the eyes very little because everything else will get glued in the bottom.
I definitely don't want to glue my eyes shut.
From far, you don't want to put them directly there. Also, I like to do this from the bottom so they can go up a little bit more.
That is such a weird sensation. Don't dry my contacts out.
Okay. Open them softly, babe. Softly, not too, so they don't go to the eyelid. Kind of look at me halfway like this. Stay just like that for me. So now I want to make sure that I touch up that little. Close it halfway. Thank you.
So you might hear some voices in the background. That's because Alma works out of this awesome studio space that has a whole bunch of different like salons and studio hair and makeup studios.
Mm-hmm.
And we came in early today to get this done, but people are starting to arrive. It's such a nice community.
Because everyone gets along so well here. The owners of this place are very good with like managing everyone and pleasing all of us. So I got lucky to find this space.
It's almost like a WeWork for hair and makeup.
Well, I worked for myself for 18 years. I owned a hair salon on Park and 21st.
That's where we first started.
That's where we met. Then I decided to still work for myself, obviously, now that I'm a mom and I work only 3 days a week. So this was the perfect way of being your own boss and just, you know.
Because before you had like,
11 workers.
Yeah, and how many chairs did you have?
Busy, please.
It's Alex.
A little bit later, please.
Okay, do you have the table?
Annie, yes, just as soon as I'm done, I'll bring it back, please.
Okay.
Thank you. I stole a table from the place here so we can use it for the computer. So maybe they thought someone kidnapped the table.
It's all in a day's work.
It's no big deal, but if I don't know, I can't.
And apparently it's a big deal, as you guys can hear.
Well, we can always like
Making sure that your eyelid here.
Are you gonna get in trouble because
No.
because we borrowed this table?
No, babe. I love everyone here and they all love me here. So she just wanted to make sure that no one got inside and stole the table. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right in top. And line up the part where the glue is.
Are you using an eyeliner right now, or?
I'm using the same thing that I use in top. I could use a liquid eyeliner, but I don't want to do that because I want to keep it as natural as possible. Okay.
It's funny I'll have to watch this back because with my eyes closed, I can feel what you're doing, but I can't obviously see it. Yeah, and it's hard work getting beautiful. And all I'm really doing is sitting here. Sometimes I'm jealous of men for like
Not doing much.
not having to still look
Actually,
completely
I know
hot.
a lot of men that love makeup.
Yeah, I
Lots
mean, I
of
guess
men.
that's too. That was very heteronormative
Yes.
of me.
Yeah, there's a lot of men that are obsessed
I
with
also
doing
know a
makeup.
lot of heteronormative men who feel jealous that they don't have the option. Because theoretically, like, I don't have to wear makeup
Look up,
either.
baby.
Uh-oh, my eyelashes are glued
Yeah,
shut.
that's why. I want to make sure. So now I want to make sure everything is clean. We will remove these babies. And you'll see your bags looking a lot
Who
smoother.
just responded with the laughing emoji? What are you laughing at?
That's so funny.
I'm getting some comments that people love the long lashes, and they're telling me, my friend Michael's telling me to like shut up about them being too long.
Thank
because-
you, Michael. I love you. Yeah.
Just let you do your job.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Because I picked these for you because they were not too long, not too short, but I also wanted you to enjoy this makeup today, during the day, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm making sure that there is nothing, cleaning this with your face lotion.
Just in case anyone's just tuning in, the reason I'm doing this today, I am not a makeup blogger, but I have a big day today. In addition to doing my podcast, which obviously I don't need makeup for, I'm interviewing on my podcast, I'm interviewing my friend Joel B. New, who's an incredible composer. And then after that, I'm going right over to the Hudson Theater where I'm seeing Seawall A Life for the second time. And afterward, I'm hosting an on-stage talkback with Tom Sturridge and Jake Gyllenhaal, who might be the most famous person I've ever interviewed. I mean, I guess, I don't know how you compare certain people. Like, I've interviewed Hall of Fame athletes and New York Times bestsellers and Oscar winners, so I've interviewed some famous people, but Jake Gyllenhaal feels like a big one. So I called my friend Alma and I said, if I don't look totally gorgeous for Jake Gyllenhaal, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And she said, I am at your service. And I'm learning a lot as we go.
So now you can actually see her stunning eyes. They're very natural, but they're popping a little bit. Let me see, baby. Okay, so they look very natural.
You know what my
Now-
first thought was when I saw myself? Is I was like, I look like a grown up.
Well, you know what? What I'll do is I will trim them a little bit just because I want to make sure that she looks herself. So keep them close to me, baby. Just so you know, you always have the option to cut the lashes.
Oh my gosh, it feels so weird. I can feel them like the little ends snowing down on my face. I hope Michael's not too mad at me.
Michael, I'm keeping them long for you, I promise. I just want to be able to see that she's comfortable today and she's feeling as much as herself.
You smell good.
I took a shower this morning, which is always a good thing.
I appreciate that.
Stay like that in love now. Make sure that. That's why you always need your cream by your hand. You can look up, baby. Like I said, these babies right here, they are my favorite thing in the world.
What I can't believe is that there are people who do this every day.
It's me.
So like how much, we've been going for like 40 minutes?
Oh, because we're taking our time, we're talking, but
How long does it take
today
you to
I
do?
woke up early because I'm a mom, so I have to make my son's lunch and get ready. But what I do is, once a month, I put all my outfits together and I have a row of all the outfits for this week because I like to look cute coming to work. So everything
So you
is
don't
ready.
decide the morning
No.
of? Oh, that's
Everything
smart.
is right there ready. I know what I'm gonna wear. Like I picked the night before. I said this is what I feel like wearing tomorrow. And if I change my mind, I pick something else. But everything is ready. Then the makeup, depending on what I'm wearing, and that's how I do my makeup. I start with my eyes, shadows, mascara, a little liner, and then I do the face to make sure that I don't have a. I've had a cold for a few weeks. I'm getting better now, but my eye area was a little bit puffy, so I've been hydrating it and.
Well, those patches you had me put on really worked.
They work amazing. Usually I leave them until they're completely dry, so you have to leave them
Oh
longer.
wow, that's like a couple hours.
Yeah. No, you know, you walk around, you do your thing in the morning, and then so the next step would be the skin. Once everything is done with the eye. So
I'm just gonna do a little close up.
for men's nail BB cream, it's by this company called Timeless.
Okay.
I just love this product. It is exactly like your skin. So some people like to apply it with their finger. I like to use a brush. Then in the end, I have a little sponge that I'm going to make sure that it's nice.
Oh,
and
I've never
smooth.
seen a sponge like that before.
So you just apply a little bit of this, and the areas that I like to here. So you see the shadows on your face. You don't have to apply it everywhere, right? You want to have some parts of your skin to be as natural as possible.
So am I
you don't
supposed to
show
go like?
pores. No. You just go to the areas. For example, I'd start at that here. A little bit here.
So this is another product that's color specific, right? You chose it because it's close to my skin tone?
Exactly. You want to make sure they have all the shades in the world. So I look.
I've never applied foundation with a brush. I've used like my fingers, I've used sponges.
Yeah, many people use their fingers because that is, you know, the normal thing to do, I guess, when you're in a rush. But so now
I just think of brushes as being for
I
powder.
applied this area here,
Mm-hmm.
then I left this because this is gorgeous. Look how even this is. It doesn't need makeup.
And so you're not going to, because you're using a brush and you pick the right color, you're not going to see like a line where the makeup
I'm
stops.
also gonna blend it in after,
I have so much respect for people who do this every day or ever, just to know how to do it.
She can go a little bit far only because. So then you always mix the pigment that you have picked for your skin with a little moisturizer. It just makes it apply better, and it's for men snail BB cream, Timeless.
Snail cream?
Yes.
What makes it?
Do you see this skin? Doesn't look like she has any makeup. Very, very natural.
No, but what is it? What does it have to do
Oh,
with
snail
snails?
is the best. The best.
It doesn't have actual snails in
collagen.
it, right?
Babe, it's made.
Oh my
I don't know
gosh.
why they put that snail in there, but it's supposed to be that foam that the snail gets out. It's really it has collagen for your skin, so that's why it applies. It's so nice.
Just paint those snails all over my face.
So you see anywhere where it's red because we blow our nose, so I always apply it in that area right there. And as you can see, I'm leaving your forehead because it's a perfect match. Doesn't it look exactly like your skin? Right?
Yes.
So the next step I'm going to do is, so I have a little bit of this pink pigment that I want to add around her cheek area. Just a little bit, so just very little dots right there.
So you do dots, not like...
Dots, because we don't want to look like, oh my God.
Oh, I see. So you're not using like a rouge. This is more like foundation.
Yes. And then
It's just a pink tinged foundation?
Then I make sure that it's nice and smooth. So now I'm going to definitely contour you a little bit for sure, because I love your cheekbones and they have to pop. So
Never
the way we're gonna
been
do that,
contoured
you need a
before.
brush with this shape right here. See this shape here?
So
it
like
has a
an
little bit of
angle.
an angle right there. So, and we have a highlighter foundation, and we have one for the cheeks. So
And that's a stick.
this is a creamy, but you can also use powder for this. So what I would do is, you see, this is where the shadow is. So I'm not going to exaggerate it. I'm only going to apply a little bit so it pops so you can see it. But she has it natural. See, most people get this done, but she's born with it. So, and the reason I'm using a foundation stick still because I want this to be a daytime makeup for her. So I want it to be as natural as possible.
Oh my gosh, that looks so extreme to me.
Well, of course, it's you know, has to be smoothed out nicely, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then look, when she smiles, I want this to pop. When she
I
smiles.
feel nervous.
Then with a brush that blends in even better.
That brush is like, has a really blunt
So
surface.
with this, you just go ahead and really blend it in. When you take pictures today, you're going to look everything's gonna pop your beautiful features.
I mean, I hope that Jake doesn't just fall in love with me at first sight because.
Oh my God, I hope he does.
Can you imagine? The only problem I feel like with makeup like this is that if somebody does fall in love with you at first sight, then they have to see you without it and be like, who is this person?
I guess I'm coming every morning.
No, my goal is that I still would be recognizable the next morning.
You know how I see makeup, babe, as fun, as playtime. We don't need it. We want it.
Yeah.
It's like that little purse, you know. Do you really need to have that purse? No, but you like it. It goes with your outfits. It's not making us any warmer hearted or better people. You know, it's just playtime.
I like thinking of it. I like that idea.
It's just playtime. Like when we're young and we like to change the clothes to our dolls and the hair and the makeup. It continues.
When you're an adult, you can be your own doll.
Exactly. So now you want to make sure that everything will be powdered because so far we've been working with moisture, right? So now we want to make sure that we have powder going. So first I would start with a highlighter, which is a bright white highlighter. It has a little shimmer.
I love shimmer.
So it has a little shimmer.
You
So
glitter
the
me
reason
up,
I'm
babe.
doing this is because she has very pale white skin, which I personally love because I have a lot of yellow and we always want what we don't have.
Ah,
So right here, I'm going to maintain her by highlighting her, and then the highlights go right here, right here. Now we're going to put a power shade, right? You can use the same brush as his light if you like.
did you say
So-
power or powder?
A powder.
I thought you were like, it's a power shade. And I'm
Well,
like,
it is a
yes,
shade.
power.
You can see now. Look up. So you go right underneath here because you know how like mascara can run or shadows can run during the day. This blocks it because it takes the moisture out.
Oh,
you
that's
need the
good
moisture for the
because
beginning.
I definitely might cry during this play. And then I'm going to go on stage with like black mascara lines down my face. I actually think they'd like that. They'd be like, you're so into it. By the way, thank you to the people who are watching live. I didn't know whether anybody would be interested in this, but it's fun, right? And like totally optional. So if you're not into it, don't watch it. But if you're into it, and I'm excited that people are going to be able to watch it after too.
So we go with a darker shade right here just to kind of like work with the area that will kind of bring out more shadows
Oh, interesting.
so we can focus on the brighter piece that,
Hey Alma, if people have questions,
yes.
people who are watching live, can they will you
Yes.
answer them?
Of course.
Okay, cool. So if you have any questions about about my look, about Alma's look, or about your own circumstances, hair and makeup, throw them out there.
Yeah.
And you can also always find Alma on Instagram at
Hair.
hair_by_Alma G.
Yes.
And I bet you'll answer questions there
Of-
too, right?
Immediately. I'm looking for a little, oh yes, I did bring something very beautiful for you. So because of her little pinkish, this is more shimmer with slight pink. You know those little Korean girls that have the little pretty pinkalicious? So that's what I thought of doing. Smile
Danielle
for me.
just said that she's homesick today and that she's really enjoying watching this on her sick day.
Feel better, love, feel better. What do you have today? What's going on? You have a cold? Because I had a bad one. Is there any remedies? If you have a cold, this Uber driver, this nice lady told me to boil the water with ginger and oregano and lemon and let it boil for a while, then let it just kind of like get all the juices out of it and then drink it. Do you know that it worked? Should have done it earlier.
Who knew that Uber drivers were so full of...
Well, they are women just like us, you know?
Sounds
They
like-
just got to do that for a living. but-
Danielle says she has stomach flu.
Ooh.
Yeah, just
God,
as
yeah.
many liquids as you can keep in.
No.
And lots of makeup tutorials. I think
Right.
those really help.
Well, I'm happy we're doing this today to comfort you, babe. So are you in the mood for a natural lipstick, right? We're not gonna go crazy.
We're not, well, the main reason we're not going to go crazy is because I'm not actually doing this event until
right.
like after the matinee. So that's at like 4:00.
Do I know her or what? So we're gonna go with like just a touch of color.
Well, it's
nude.
It's going to come off between
No, it's
now
not.
and then.
This is a.
I'm going to eat.
This is Moroccan Dream. Matte is matte,
Moroccan Dream.
and What it is just a stainer, so you can eat and you can hang out and do everything. But you have a little color.
And this is a stain, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. So it really will stay on.
I love stains. I use a lot of color stains during the day when I'm working. I don't want to have too much lipstick, for example, but I want to touch a color, and they come in different colors.
I'm always nervous about stains because I'm worried I'll use the wrong one and then I won't be able to get it off.
Like, don't apply it directly from the lip gloss.
Oh, okay.
You always apply it with this, just a little bit. Use your finger a little bit if you want.
That's like That's like less than I could handle even something a little more than that.
Well, what we'll do is I'll do your hair right now.
Okay.
And then in the end, for a finished product, I'll put a little bit more.
We have Mar who's watching and says, "Send me a hello."
Hi, Mara. How are you? Thank you for watching us. This is our first time doing this, so, you know.
It's funny
we'll
because
get
we
there.
have known each other so long, and
We forget the camera is here. Pretty
well,
much.
it's fun to finally be able to like introduce you to my other family, my online family, because you're my
Do you
New
see
York
how
family.
natural she looks? She looks just like herself, right?
Except like glamorous.
We just popped her a little bit more. So I wanted to put a slight wave in your hair because it will probably fall by the end of the day, so you'll have that natural look.
The volume.
What do you guys think? Should I keep it straight and natural? I should put a little wave there.
First person to comment gets to decide. Do we put waves in it or do we leave it? Do we blow it straight? Whoever comments first with an answer, that's what we're gonna do.
See this little baby right here?
What is
This
that?
is called Bombshell Big Hair Powder. You put very little, and I will put it on the areas that she can play with her hair later. And the reason that I'm using this powder is because it is like magic. It gives you body and bounce, and your hair will not go flat in your face.
Well, listen, we just gotta vote. Waves it is.
Yay! I knew it.
But I want to keep them light because when my
Yes.
hair is wavy, I feel like I don't look like my true self. So a little bit of waves for volume is fine, but I don't want like pin curls.
You got it. So I'm going to use this wand that's incredible because it's longer, so it's perfect for what we're doing. Look how much longer this is.
I mean,
It's amazing.
that's pretty impressive, Alma.
Yeah, I know, I came prepared. So first what I'll do is we'll part it a little bit, but if you're doing it yourself, obviously you don't have to do that. But
What
let's
was that
part it
powder
so it's
called?
clear.
In the pink bottle.
It's a Rock Your Hair Bombshell Big Powder.
I just really like it because it's got hot pink and crystals on. Like I don't even care what the product is. I'm
Literally,
such a
look,
book by its
You
cover
don't have
person.
to do your hair in the morning, right? You haven't washed it. Put a little shampoo,
And this is different from dry shampoo.
dry shampoo, a little bit if your hair is dirty, right? Then you put a little bit of this in this area here, and look at the body that you have.
Yeah, I'm
you
into
kind of
it.
love this look. This is like your look, you know?
This
Right?
is I woke up like this hair.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good hair.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
So-
some of this.
What I'll do now is
rockyourhair.com. By the way, none of these products are sponsoring this or anything.
No, we're
These
just
are all
making-
just products
we're
that
just-
Alma genuinely
yeah.
likes. So,
And
that said, I wouldn't mind having some sponsors for
well,
future
if we do this all the
segments.
time.
I know. So, rockyourhair.com.
So
Feel
the
free
way-
to send some of this.
The way to do this is this way. If she doesn't want that curly, tight hair.
So you're doing it away from my face.
Yes, like that. See that? Just we give her a little bit more of a body wave instead of
Like curls.
Yeah. I don't know too many women that are grown women that want to have a big curl, you know. So the next trick is once you've created your curl like this, look at this. Very important. And this is mostly for the top. But if you're that girl that likes the body everywhere, you just go right here and you just do this right here. See that?
Right at the root.
Right at the root.
Cool. So the ends aren't
Yeah.
like super
the
curly.
ends are not curly. They are very natural. And you can always curl it from the top a little bit more.
Oh yeah, I'm getting lots of emojis. I
Yeah.
love it when people like on Periscope tap the hearts or on Facebook tap the people are sending little fire, and I love it. It makes me feel so seen.
So in the end, Once you like the look that you've created, you take those baby ends and you give it just a little bit of a smoothness. Just a little bit of a smoothness.
This is again something I don't think I can recreate at home.
I
But
think
this powder, this I'll throw in there and
that
just
is easy.
shake it up.
Yeah. So we take another section right here and pretty much do, but I always put the powder first, right? You always want to make sure that to do the cleanest type of work with waves, you want to make sure that the hair is brushed. So the curling iron doesn't get stuck on you, you don't burn yourself.
Oh, that's, yes, I prefer
Yeah.
not to do that.
Exactly. So I start with pretty big chunks, as you can see. See the chunks are big. So we want to do it away from your face so you don't have hair in your face all day while you're interviewing Jake. I want to make sure he also
We
gets
don't
to
want to
see
forget
it.
about Tom Sturridge, who's also
No,
a
we don't.
Tony-nominated actor, a really incredible performer, and very attractive in his own right. Of course, he's married. And as far, I don't know if Jake is involved with anyone these days. Does anybody know? Not that I'm going in trying to get a date. I'm going in trying to do the best interview that I can do as a professional. And just saying, he's cute.
He is cute. He's cute, and I think he knows it too. You know, I was watching something about his. I didn't know that he has a sister that's an actress too.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know.
Oh my gosh, Maggie Gyllenhaal is
Maggie,
like...
and I think I'm a fan of hers, so I'm like, I can't believe that. This is great. It's apparently they're.
You didn't know they were related?
No, I didn't.
Oh, wow.
You know, I'm
Yeah, she's
not a
great.
crazy person about celebrities, but I do love the ones that are doing well and the ones that are take pride in their craft. And yeah,
It's just such an unusual last name that
I can't say it. How about that?
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. Gyllenhaal. I
Look,
can't
what do
say
you
it.
walk down from room to
Well,
room?
you don't want to know my last name. Forget
You
it.
walk down the hall. That's the last
Oh,
hall.
Hall.
Jill,
Jill.
like Jack and Jill.
Jill Hall.
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. Okay, I can say it.
So like
Thank
if you have a lady named Jill
Yeah.
and she's in the hall, she's Jill in hall.
Jill in Hall. Okay, this I can remember. And guess what, guys? Not only that she makes me a better person with her brain, her beautiful brain, and like her energy, but she's also teaching me how to speak English proper.
Listen, I'm the
Something
brains,
that I need
she's
to
the
learn.
beauty. She helps me with my beauty and I help her with her brains.
Yes, she does. She does. It's just it's not working for a long time. We're still working on it. We're still working on it.
Alma, will you tell everybody where you're from and what your background is?
Originally, I was born in Albania, and I came in America when I was 17 years old. So I've been in America now for many, many years. I am 43 years old. If anyone is wondering how old I am, I'm 43 years old.
You look
And
fantastic.
I love being 43 years old, and I can't wait to get to be 50 because this is the moment in my life that I love more than anything. I've, you know, I'm sure everyone out there when we were younger, we had all kinds of insecurities. I'm finally at a place in my life where I love myself for everything that I am. I am no longer criticizing me. I accept me. So 40s for me have been the best years of my life. Of course, being in love and having my own child, that helps, you know. But as a woman, I think I am, you know, I always was called names growing up. I had a big forehead and this and that. And guess what? I love my big forehead. I'm
Tyra
fine with
Banks
it.
talks about that too. She calls.
Yes.
She says she has a 5 head.
Yeah.
And that used to be something that people would make fun of her
Yeah.
about, but now she
Apparently
loves it.
people have a problem with big foreheads. I mean, it is what it is. You know, what am I going to do? Get it done? Can't do that.
Get what done?
The forehead. I guess people cut their feet and people do all kinds of stuff to themselves. I am not
Jeez.
going to change my forehead. It's
That's-
going to stay like that.
That's so inspiring that you've like discovered that about yourself in your 40s and that you embrace your 40s.
I
and
think
like
being
yourself
around
so
women
much.
like herself that are working and accepting themselves, you're a big part of that. You
Aw.
helped me grow for all the years that we've known each other. You know, you have to come to a realization in your life where you are who you are. And
When Alma, when you and I met, I had never put color in my hair. I just grew it out straight. I would like get a blunt trim, but I basically had the same haircut.
yes.
And I remember Alma came on, I was producing a radio show and we needed an expert and you had like appeared on a Bravo TV
Yeah.
show.
Mhm.
And so you were promoting and you came on and you were like, just stop by my salon, no pressure, we'll just talk. Well,
Pressure!
I stopped by the salon
Pressure!
and we talked, but I walked
pressure was
I
on.
walked out with highlights and a like edgy, layered cut,
And you loved that.
And I've
you
never
were like,
looked back.
I'm a blonde. And the only thing, remember what I used to tell you? If you ever ask me to make you black, I'm not going to do it.
Well,
right?
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
what if I want to dye my hair black? And I tease her about it every time. She says, I'm the only one who touches your hair unless you want to dye it black because I'm not doing it. And this is, we haven't actually talked about my decision to grow out my natural color. I just haven't seen it in a decade, and I'm curious what I actually look like. So I feel like I spent so much of my life not wanting to change my hair color because I wanted to have just a consistent look. Sort of, but I thought of it sort of like I think of tattoos, which is like not for me. I don't want to change myself in a permanent way. And then at some point it dawned on me, like hair isn't permanent and I should be having more fun with it. And whether that means changing the color, which I may do at some point, I kind of want this color.
We're doing that. We're gonna film that. We're gonna be live for that, so everybody can see the change.
Or whether it means just seeing what my hair looks like in its natural sort of brown. I feel like it's gonna have a little gray in it. People are finally gonna know I'm not a millennial. But I just want to know what it looks like, and then I can always go blonde again. You change your hair color all the time.
I change my hair color constantly because I tell you how I see it. My heart remains the same. Who I am remains the same. It's just like makeup. I change it up as I please, and then I go back to me, which I'm a brunette. So, but I'm loving my blonde hair because it's lower maintenance, believe it or not. Because the little gray hairs I have in the front, I don't have to touch them up. Look, I have roots and I like it like this.
Yeah.
If I had dark hair, the little gray hair that were shining up on my face, I cover them too fast. So I would have to color my hair constantly, like every 2 weeks. With the blonde hair, it's so much lower maintenance for me.
Oh,
But
this
I do
looks
like a
so
little
cute.
pastel.
Okay, I changed my mind. I like the waves. I think that I like them more with my hair short like this than I did when my hair was longer. Although
It's also the
Don't
way
get
we
used to
curled
it,
it. The way
'cause
we
I'm-
curled it. It's
I'm
the
growing
way.
the length back up. I think the problem with the way my hair was, like the reason we cut it so short last week is that I went 9 months without getting a haircut. My hair is so fine and fragile that it had just broken. So we had to take a couple inches off because all of it was so broken. If I put headphones on, is it gonna ruin this?
No. It's not gonna ruin it. They'll hear you. I'll hear you.
No, but I mean, I didn't mean the broadcast. I meant
See,
the hair.
You know what I love about the type of wave for you? It looks like the color is done like this. It looks like the balayage,
Well,
right?
it is.
So
It is
looks
like
it's done
an
like that.
ombre look.
Yeah. So if you would keep a little bit of a wave in your hair, actually, I would think like we did this on purpose. It just flatters your face so much.
The reason that I don't keep a wave in my hair is because I just roll out of bed and go on my way.
That's
And
true. Look how
I like
beautiful.
I like
Look
it
how
like that.
beautiful you are. How gorgeous is she?
We should have taken a before picture.
It took us a while to do this just because we want to explain it to you guys, but this would have been 5 minutes for her.
5 minutes. Well,
Yeah.
it'll take some practice, but I believe in practice. So
And I love this like slip around your face. So that powder though will make sure that you keep it and it will not fall on you.
and
but you'll
it's
just
different from dry shampoo. It's called
Uh-huh.
Big Hair Powder.
Yeah.
Is this expensive?
No, it's not expensive.
Can you
It's
get it
probably-
at a drugstore?
You can get it online, or you can get it at a beauty supply like Ricky's or
Oh.
yeah,
Sweet.
Sally's. Yeah.
Or
I don't
rockyourhair.com.
think
And
it's
again,
more-
they're not paying for any placement.
No.
This is just me asking questions.
And
Same
there
questions
she
I'd
is,
ask.
beautiful. Now we can put a little bit more color if you like. Would you like a little bit more color
On my
your
left?
lips?
Yeah, I would. And this is the last chance to ask Alma questions, or me. You can ask me whatever you want. And we'll do this again sometime because why not?
Guess what? We can talk about everything. By the way, if you guys like this, we can do
speak
this
for
and
yourself.
talk about everything.
Speak for yourself.
We can talk about cooking. I've been cooking up a storm lately.
I can give you advice on what shows to see.
We can talk about meditation.
Have you been meditating?
I've been meditating. It's very good. I feel so much better. I've been doing lots of yoga and Pilates. We have a lot we can talk about. So let us know if you like us together.
All right, should we sign off?
I think so. She's got to go. you
Yeah,
know?
I've got to go do my various
She has to go
interviews
and
today.
interview our
By the
gorgeous
way,
guest.
if you're watching this live, it's still not too late to get tickets to See Wall Alive this afternoon, the matinee. I'm going to be hosting a talk back afterward that's open to everybody. And you can also hear all my interviews on my podcast, Laura Heywood Interviews, on Apple Podcasts. And follow Alma on Instagram, hair_by_Alma G. And follow me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And let us know your thoughts. Thank
Bye,
you,
guys.
everybody.
Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.